Good afternoon, everybody. It's the One Stop Shop Happy Hour coming live to you from the One Stop Shop itself. Mario A Quintero here. And wow, we have a great session today, this beautiful Thursday afternoon. It's the first time you're watching us. My name is Andy within South Florida, and we have Mario A Quintero here, Mr. One Stop Shop himself, and we come to you every Thursday at the 4 o'clock hour, sometimes 4 o'clock, sometimes 4:15, and today at 4:30.
Running a little late.
It's happy hour.
Yeah,
That's why it's called an hour. So folks, over the course of time, we get a lot of questions from our viewers. Welcome, Brendan. We get a lot of questions from our viewer, and we have a opportunity today to go ahead and answer them live. We're actually going to answer live questions. We have a series of questions here that have been asked. We also want to invite you, if you have questions, to leave them in the comment section below right now, and we will be able to get to you as well, because Mario here is a source of information. Mario, there's a lot of talk regarding interest rates. What's going on?
So everybody right now, as rates are starting to drop, they're waiting on the Fed's decision of what they're going to do with their next move. And we anticipate that between now and the rest of the year, based on what the Fed has been indicating and talking at their last 2 monthly meetings, that we will probably have some kind of rate drop continue on the downward trend, which is a real positive thing. If you're in the process of looking at buying a home or refinancing a home to maybe do some home improvements, cash out, it's a great time right now to consider those type of loans, because the rates are definitely dipping down right now.
So it's always a good time to buy a home, but this is a better time now.
This is a better time because you're going to get more for your money, and you're going to have more buying power with lower rates.
So I know, Mario, that your crystal ball is not in front of you, but what's the future for rates? Are this going to be the lowest?
This is my personal opinion. I think we will be somewhere between 3.75 and 4%.
That's low.
Between now and the end of the year for 30-year fixed mortgages.
That's low.
So I think that is really great. Again, it's only my opinion. I don't have a crystal ball, but the way things are looking right now, I think that is very realistic.
He may not have a crystal ball, but he does have a lot of years of experience in the industry, folks. Don't be fooled. Welcome, Roberto. Welcome, Tim. A lot of people watching today this beautiful Thursday afternoon for the One Stop Shop Happy Hour. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome to our show. Please leave a comment below. We would love to answer your questions live. You may also share this broadcast with your network on Facebook as well. So Mario, so we talked about the rates. Rates are going down. So and you touched up a little bit. It's a good time to buy a home. But what about those people that are renting, first-time home buyers, people that have been in a budget?
So it's a great time for a first-time home buyer.
First-time home buyers.
Yeah, to evaluate whether they're ready now or they need to put a plan together for some time in the near future. So if you're renting, it's always a good time to see where you stand regarding your credit performance, and also how much you have available to buy and how much you're capable of affording to buy.
Right.
So we can offer that to you at no cost. We will be more than happy to pre-qualify you and let you know exactly where you stand today and where you're heading. You know, today I got a call from a client I saw 4 months ago, and they told me that they've already accomplished half of their plan that we put in place. And I said, okay, give me a call in 3 months. We should be ready to go. Continue what you're doing. So there's a couple that's a first-time home buyer that we met 4 months ago, and we may not start the process for another 3 months. That's 7 months.
7 months.
But they are motivated to buy a home. And that's half the battle, is to be motivated.
Motivated. Caesar, welcome to the broadcast. Shelly, welcome. Raul Carrasco, welcome to the broadcast. Carmen, well, we got a lot of people tuning in for the happy hour.
It's a good thing you could read that far.
Yeah, right?
I see it blurred.
That's all the closings he's done. All the closings that he's done. So, Mario, what is the down payment on a condo versus a house or a townhouse? Because a lot of people might be renting out there. They heard you say it's a great rate, going down to the 4% range. In 10 days, they got to issue out another check for a rent payment. They're like, that's it, basta, no más, I don't want to rent anymore. What's the difference? What's the difference between payment on a condo house or townhouse?
So if you're buying a home
Yeah.
or a townhome, we can actually finance a conventional loan for as little as 3% to 5% down.
Nice.
Okay, that's not a lot of money. You know, you're talking a $400,000 house. You're looking at $12,000 down payment on one of those loans. You do need to have at least a 680 credit score to qualify for those. A condo is a different story. So a condo, a lot of it has to do with the reserves that the association has.
Okay.
If the association has at least a 10% reserve of their annual budget in their budget for the year, then we can do as little as 5% down on a condominium purchase. From there, you could either do the minimum or you could put 10%, 15, or 20%.
Nice.
But that's the biggest difference in an association, whether they have the reserves. In a home or a townhome, we don't deal that much with the association because most of those homes and townhomes are what we call block and lot. Okay, so the 3 to 5% is the minimum down payment that we could do.
Nice, nice. Want to welcome Barbie Alvarez to the broadcast. Susan, welcome, Susan. Lourdes Cervera Horton, welcome, welcome. Odales, Mark, a lot of people tuning in for the one-stop shop happy hour, coming to you every Thursday at the 4 o'clock hour. If this is the first time joining us, folks, welcome to our show. My name is Andy within South Florida, and we're here with Mario Quintero, the one-stop shop himself, and Mr. Clear to Close. Yes.
Say, don't forget
the clear
That's
to
the
close.
most important part.
That is. Folks, on this show, we're answering questions that have been asked throughout the last couple of sessions. If you have a question right now, you can type it in the chat. We got a hello there from Luis. Luis, buenas. Peter Bernardo, buenas. Josu Alvarado, good afternoon. A lot of people tuning in today. Mario, is this a good time to sell a home? We talked about buying, interest rates, but is this a good time to sell a home?
It's always a good time to sell a home if you have a specific objective, your own personal objective, to either move to a larger home or a smaller home. Now, this month coming up now, August, is usually a little bit of a slow month because most families that have children are getting their kids supplies, they're buying clothing, their mind is really preoccupied with getting the kids ready to go to school. Okay, most people that were going to buy a home for the new school year have already done so, or have already been in the final process of closing so that they can have that new address when they go register their children. However, right after Labor Day starts the fall season, and that then becomes a new stretch of the year where home sales begin to move again. So yes, if you're looking to sell a home, now's the time to begin the evaluation process, the planning process to put that home on the market, so that close to Labor Day you'd be ready to go live on that listing.
Always a good time. Always a good time to start that home buying or home selling process. Want to welcome Richard to our broadcast. Want to welcome Claudia, Fiorentina to the broadcast. A lot of people tuning in. Mario, as a listing agent, what do you do to help the seller?
So one of the things that we talk about in our first meeting when we're looking to list a home is we look at the 3 P's, okay? First, we want to make sure that the perception of the property is at its peak.
Very important.
So we make recommendations about that, making some adjustments to the staging of the house, maybe the curb appeal. We need to paint the door, maybe add some plants outside, add some mulch, kind of brightening up the home a little bit, okay? The next one is the price, okay? With the price, we basically get an appraiser to come out and do a full appraisal, okay? And then between the comps that we evaluate from the MLS and the actual appraiser that we get from the appraiser, and we pay for that. The client doesn't pay for that. It's part of our marketing plan. We come to an agreement on the best selling price for that home. one of the reasons that homes usually don't sell is because the price is too high and it's unrealistic. So price is very important. And then promotion. We bring in our videographer and our photographer, and we do a video, we do pictures, we do a unique website for that home so that we can use social media to promote it besides the MLS promotions that we do.
So it's a package deal. It's not just like they come in and they book you and they hire you and then it's a matter of luck whether the house sells or not. You have a process in place.
Right. The other thing that we do is we pay for a home inspection. Okay? We have one of our home inspectors come in. They do a full home inspection to make sure that there is nothing that is wrong with the home that we're going to be surprised with when the buyer goes to do their home inspection. This way it gives our seller the time to cure and correct those problems, so when the buyer goes to do their home inspection, those things are already taken care of.
And of course that avoids the turbulences.
The turbulence.
The very, very dangerous turbulences.
Absolutely. And once again, we pay for that home inspection, which is part of our marketing plan.
Welcome Jose, welcome Josie, welcome Mark. For those of you that are wondering what turbulences are, you can check out marioshomenews.com, Mario's website, and there's many videos on there. One of those videos talks about the turbulences that a buyer or a seller can encounter doing this complicated but easily navigated financial process in the world of real estate and mortgages. By the way, Mario also has many other videos there, and he talked about a home inspection. There's a video there. There's a live video that was done at an actual home inspection where members of his network, members of his team go in there, and you can see about the termites and the electrical panel and everything else. So you know that the house is being covered with those 3 P's. You know, be sure that everything is in line. That's why they call him Mr. Clear to Close, because this guy closes faster than you can say, what's going on? He hands you the keys to your property if you're not careful. Mr. Clear to Close. So Mario, when a home inspection is done and there are issues with AC and electrical panel, what is the best way to negotiate this situation?
So sometimes some realtors make the mistake when there's an issue with the AC or even a double tapped electrical panel.
And issues are going to arise.
Issues are going to arise. The thing is that there's an easy way to replace that or fix it, or there's a difficult way.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example of a recent situation where the AC wasn't working and one of the panels was double tapped, which is a hazard. So instead of asking the seller to replace the AC and replace the electrical panel, what we did was we asked them to get a licensed AC mechanic to service the AC and get a licensed electrician to service the panel. And once they serviced the panel and the AC, they would need to give us a certification that based on whatever repairs they did, that we wouldn't have any hazards. So basically that cost the seller about $900 versus $4,000 for a new AC, right, and maybe $1,500 for a new panel. So instead of forcing the seller into a $4,500 expense, right, we protected our buyer by getting both items certified by a licensed AC and a licensed electrician. They were happy, they got it repaired, they gave us the invoices of the work that they did, and the work was guaranteed so that if our buyer had a problem in the future, she could call up the people that had actually fixed it.
Wow, that's an awesome way to fix the problem, and make sure that the path is pretty smooth and ready to close. So folks, we are here live with Mario Quintero, the one-stop shop, and every Thursday we come to you during the 4 o'clock hour, and today we're answering questions that have been asked on prior broadcasts. If you're watching us live now, we encourage you to type in your question in the comment below, and Mario will answer them for you. We do have one more question here. Can you do a reverse mortgage on a condominium that the association is not FHA approved? Wow, that's a confusing one.
So usually, because reverse mortgages are an FHA HUD
Okay.
approved program, since 2010, the entire association needs to be approved in a condo association.
Okay.
However, over the last 6 to 9 months, we have been receiving new proprietary products that we can do a reverse mortgage in a condominium that is not FHA approved. However, we need to have a minimum value of that unit to be $250,000 or higher. So as long as the value of that condominium is $250,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, we can do it even though the association is not approved. We have what is called a condominium affidavit
Okay.
that we send to the association. They fill it out, and if they answer the questions to the acceptance of the lender, we can then move forward and do a reverse mortgage in that one individual unit that is not covered by the entire association.
A lot of great info. I want to welcome Ron to the broadcast. Raquel sent you a message.
Okay.
I think she wants to buy a house or sell a house. Folks, Andy here with South Florida. This is the first time you're tuning in. Welcome to our broadcast. Mario A Quintero from the One Stop Shop, otherwise known as Mr. Clear to Close. We've been answering questions that many of you have been asking. There's a lot more answers at marioshomenews.com. There's a full video section, video gallery, where if you are in the process, coming from Caesar, very informative, great job, fellas. Thank you, Caesar. Caesar's
Thank
a
you.
member of our association.
Oh yeah?
Absolutely. If you have any questions, you can check out marioshomenews.com. There's a full section of videos there. So if you are in the process of buying, you're in the process of selling your home, there's 1,000 questions you may have. You have a couple of choices. The easiest way is pick up the phone and call Mario, and Mario will talk to you, give you a free consultation. Is it still free?
Yeah,
It hasn't changed, right?
We don't get paid unless we close.
It's
a
still free.
transaction.
It's
Yeah.
still free. It's still free. Or you can go check out his website, marioshomenews.com, absorb the many hours of video content there, get up to speed in the process, and then you're going to give him a call anyway, because once you realize the information that this guy has, you're going to say, you know what, I don't want to deal with any other realtor. I don't want to deal with any other mortgage company. All the answers are there. How many years in this business again?
Since 2002, so we're going to be 17.
So you have the ability to put 17, 18 years, 18 years of knowledge on the other side of your phone by picking up your phone and calling. What's the number that can reach you at?
So the office number here is 305-598-1600 during regular business hours, Monday through Friday. However, after hours and on the weekends, you could reach my cell, 305-588-0451. And I do work on the weekends on an appointment basis.
He works around the clock. He even works out in the Everglades. But if you want to find out about that, you got to go to marioshomenews.com and check out the video that was shot in the Everglades. And well, it's a long story, but it's all there. So are we going to tease him about next week, or we're going to see what's going on?
I have no clue what we're going to talk about next week.
Keep in suspense. That means, guys, you got to watch us again next week, every Thursday at the 4 o'clock hour, anywhere between 4:15, 4:30 for the happy hour. Susie Carreras Lopez, welcome.
I'd like to just mention one thing.
Absolutely.
So at the Greater Kendall Business Association, we have three upcoming events. Next Tuesday, we have an open networking breakfast at 7:30 at the Holiday Inn, right here on 115th Avenue from 7:30 to 9. It's $14. Last week, the last one, we had 40 people. So if you like networking and you don't want to have the restrictions of having all these accountability issues, then come and join us. It's all you got to do is show up and pay at the door, or you could sign up at the greaterkendall.com website. Then on Thursday, the 25th,
Thursday 25th.
we have our monthly luncheon. You can gather the information on the greaterkendall.com website to attend that luncheon. And we have a local legislator from the state of Florida coming to give us a recap of what happened at this last session up in Tallahassee, especially as it involves South Florida and the Kendall area. And the last one is we're down to about 60 tickets of the 175 tickets.
Wow.
For the Marlins game.
Nice.
It's a family and networking event on July the 28th, a 1:10 start at Marlins Stadium. You can go online and buy your tickets there. They're limited though. They're
limited. They're limited.
A total of 175 tickets, and we're down to 60. So we urge you, if one, you like networking,
drinks. It's going to be a fantastic time, and if you ever wondered what happens at the Greater Kendall Business Association, you can come in and join us and you can network. I almost assure you that if you come to one or two of our events, you will become a member, without a doubt.
we are known as the friendliest place to do business in town.
Absolutely, absolutely. Folks, that's all I got on my end.
That's all I got on my end.
You guys have a fantastic weekend.
You too.
Have a good one.
Thank you very much.
See you next week.
week.